Welcome to Private Money Secrets. I'm Keith Yackey and I'm your host, and all we talk about here is private money, real estate, and some other fun stuff. Grab your favorite beverage. Let's dive in. All you can control is your attitude and effort. How you show up and how much work you put in. But those two things, your attitude and your effort, are going to be stemmed largely from your personal power. Your power to be able to do things, your power to be able to react, your power to be able to control a situation, your power to be able to show up to a situation, attitude, your power to be able to dive in and dig in and not give up in a situation, your effort. So I believe that our power is like a bucket and that we're filling it every day by positive, good decisions we make. And by the way, when it comes to life decisions, I think everybody tends to think that, I'm talking about major life decisions, big decisions, and that's really not what happens on a daily basis. But yet, your life is determined more by these small incremental decisions than any big decision you make. Little decisions that are congruent and integral to the things that you say that you want, that you say that you believe. You say you believe in wanting to develop yourself personally. What the hell does that mean? Personal development means following a protocol to create a bigger version of yourself, a better version of yourself. When I say bigger, I'm talking about capacity, the ability to do more, handle more, take on more, create more. That's a bigger version. A better version is somebody who makes better decisions, who can control their emotions better, who can see through the bullshit and not get all hyped up and make decisions based on data, not drama. So when we talk about personal development or personal power, the ability to regulate and control your attitude towards something, the ability to regulate or control your ability to put in maximum effort. Let me give you a good case in point. Let's say, you determine that, hey, I'm going to make 10 offers every single week, which is what I recommend in my program. You got to make 10 offers a week, 10 offers a week, 10 offers a week, which might seem like a lot to some people. To some people, it might not seem like that much at all. But when you are saying to yourself, I'm going to make that, and you get towards the end of the week and you've only made 7, your bucket is being filled with power. You're 7 out of 10. You're almost there. And then you make this little decision that says, yeah, I'm good for the week. And you let Thursday and Friday or Saturday slip by. I believe at that point you're starting to poke holes in your bucket of power. And it's draining you. And I think that these little decisions that are not congruent. You know what? I know I said I was only going to eat 2,500 or 2,600 calories today, but fuck it. It's Friday and I want to party, so I'm going to have 3,500. Little decision. Not big, not life-altering, not earth-shattering, except it is. Because you said you were going to do something and then you went back and did something different. If any of you guys are struggling with this or figuring out, hey, how do I get better at this? I think the best thing is to really look at every little decision as a major decision and to be congruent with you and to be congruent with everything. Because when you're leaking power, your own personal power, not power over others, I'm talking about power over yourself. The ability to control one's self is what personal power is. And so, if you need help with that, I think the best book and or program to follow is 75 Hard by Andy Frisella. You can just simply follow him on IG or go to his podcast, Andy Frisella, Frisella, 75 Hard. You can look up the hashtag on Instagram. And it was one that really helped me with my mindset in a major, major way. But with that being said, your personal power for a lot of you, and for me specifically, I would make some major big decisions. And again, they're not major. I just make positive decisions that are in line with the future version and vision of who I want to become and who I want to be. And I'd put a lot of water in the bucket. And then I'd make these small little decisions that were not empowering. And we just put a little hole in the bucket and just start draining. So I would catch myself and notice in my life I'm making these big, powerful moves. Wow, look at that. All that money that came in. Or man, look at that. We crushed this event or did that project. But there would be these little holes in the bottom where it was leaking out, and I would realize, man, they didn't have any staying power. I couldn't get any bigger. I couldn't go and become bigger, faster as I wanted to be because I had all these little pinpricks in the bottom where these little streams are flowing out. And so I would encourage you to think through, while you might be making some big moves, do you have a lot of pinpricks in the bottom of your bucket that's leaking your power, your creativity? Are there things that you've pushed off that you know you're supposed to do, but you've been pushing them off and you're not doing them? And is that draining your energy, your power? And when I say power, a lot of times I will interuse the word power and energy, because I think energy is everything. A lot of times people say, time is your greatest asset. Not true. If you had all the time in the world, but you were bedridden and couldn't do shit and couldn't move, what a waste. I'm talking like total vegetative state. But energy, that's what makes life. That's what makes this thing called life, is energy, your power, your ability to do something. Think it through. Are you making empowering decisions? Do you have empowering beliefs, or do you have disempowering beliefs? Are you making disempowering decisions? And it's the small ones. It's always the small ones, gang. It's always the small ones, brother or sister who's listening to this. It's those little decisions that you go, oh, it doesn't really matter. This is just one day. Well, those one days add up. I hope this has encouraged you to take serious the small decisions, because it's the small decisions that actually equal way more than the big decisions. When do you make a big life decision? Who do you marry? What friends you should have, where you should live, what car to buy, what business you should start. Those are some big ones. And maybe there's a dozen big decisions that you're going to make in your life, but everything else is the thousands and thousands, if not millions, of smaller decisions that all weave together the patchwork quilt of your life. And how powerful it is, or how unpowerful it is, the choice is yours. Let's go. All right, so if you're wanting to learn how to raise more private money, go to www.privatemoneypro.com, www.privatemoneypro.com, where I can show you how to be a private money pro. Take care and go rock it.